Greetings, Benjamin J from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series, a follow-up on that 496 volt DC that showed up. As you see, I've got it on the rail. Now I took the motor out and I added a diode to it. So it's going to be its first trip around the rail, pulling 10 Lionel cars, running on AC. Let's see how this goes. So as you see, that's actually running quite well. There's about 40% power. And this is pulling 10 Lionel cars. So as you see, it actually runs quite well. So I installed the diode. So now it'll run on either AC or DC. Okay, let's take it up. There's 50% power. So it's actually running quite well. Now the only drawback to this is how slow you can turn it down. Because it reaches a point where it will just stop, as you see. And when you start, of course, these transformers come on at about 3 volts. So there's a jump, as you see, as soon as you apply power to the motor. And that's as slow as it will go. Anything slower than that is power off. Now on the DC controller, I can control this to an absolute crawl, because that turns the voltage down to absolute 0. Like I said, all these controllers, this comes on at 4 volts, this comes on at about 3.5 volts, these come on about 3 volts. So that's as slow as this can go on this AC transformer. However, it's running really well on AC, considering. And remember, there's only 2 powered wheels on that locomotive. Only the back 2 are powered. So a DC can motor mounted vertically gives you an incredible amount of traction and pulling power, no doubt. Completely different than a standard Marx motor. So take it back up, there's 50% power again. So as you see, it actually runs quite well on AC. And that's just a diode mounted on the motor itself. In fact, 2 diodes side by side. So it runs nice, it looks like a 490. Put a headlight in this, no one would ever know the difference. Now in a lot of cases you can find this 6 volt stuff, DC stuff, really cheap. You know, I just happened to be looking for one. When I ran across this one for 10 bucks, I bought it just so I could do the experiment. But this is actually running really, really well. As you see. So a DC motor converted to AC by adding that diode to the motor itself. Of course, running it on DC with the controller and the battery, this thing runs considerably better, much slower, of course, much more control. Anyway, AC is really coarse adjustments. The DC is much more finite, or infinite, I guess I should say. Anyway, I just want to do a quick video on this. Completely different kind of Marx 490, different push rods, as I said. They're cantilevered into a hole rather than being attached to a stud. I'm just really curious as to why they would make such a dramatic change. So, no idea. Anyway, I just want to do a quick video on this DC 490 converted to AC, as you see. Up and running just absolutely splendidly. No problem with it at all. So pulling 10 cars with no problem, and it only has 2 powered wheels. The front 2 wheels are free spinning, they're not attached to anything. So in any case, just a quick video. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.